Hey gang, it is Tom from the Small Business Funding Network, and I have a very important lesson for you today. If you're interested in learning how to invest in real estate the right way, the safe way, I want to show you a way right now. I'm going to actually outline every step of it that will keep the debt and the mortgage and the title of the property, everything, off of your own personal name or responsibility on public record. So this is very important information for you to find out. This is the 3 ways to buy real estate in the name of a business so that it never shows up on your personal record. Again, no debt will appear when you do this the right way. No debt will appear in your personal name. The mortgage will not be in your name, and title search will not be in your name. So let me quickly go through exactly what the 3 ways are. Step out of the way for a minute to give you the kind of overview rundown. So the first way to do this is simply, as I've been teaching for the last decade, is to get funding in the name of a business. Folks, it is easy to register a business name in any state. This is not expensive, it's not cumbersome, it's not difficult. It's something you should be doing for any business activity, especially for real estate investing. Real estate investing is the most important thing, pardon me, that you should have be done in the registered name of a business. So when you register a business name, you can then go to, so once you've got a business name registered, it's easy for you to go to our regular list of business credit lenders. If you've been in our program for any time, then you will recognize names like these. This by no means is all of them. This is just a small snapshot of the dozens of the regular business credit lenders. So once you've got a business name, according to the way that we show you how to set this up, you can go to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, Chase Bank, etc., etc. Each one of them, not just one. You can go to every one of these business credit lenders, and you can get around $20,000 to $40,000 from each of them, no questions asked. So this is the easiest part of this entire system, is to register a business name if you want to do real estate the right way. Then use our formula in our system and go to our regular list of business credit lenders and get from each one of them, let's say the average from these 4 is going to come in at around $150,000. So if you only use these 4 and you average it out, you're probably in one business name going to be able to get about $150K. And this is cash business funding, or easily convertible to cash business funding. Okay. Now, I said a very important word in that description. I said with one business name, you can get over $100,000 easily, very quickly, in a simplified system. We've been teaching this for years. Now, if I say you can do this in one business name, does that lead you to the understanding that you can do more than one business, and for each of those businesses get more and more money according to the principles that we teach? Yes, of course. So let me map it out to you this way. I know some people would poo-poo the easy ability to get $150,000 cash in hand if they want to do real estate investing. They don't understand the real principles of leverage in real estate investing if they're poo-pooing that amount. But let me go through for you what the revelation of this is. So let's say your first business is named A, just for simplicity, okay? Your first business is named A. You follow this formula, you get $150,000 in funding. Your second business that you can register, you have the legal right to register as many business names as you want, as you wish. Okay, your second business that you create and register is named B. Well, you can follow the same formula and you can get another $150,000 in cash. Your third business, if you wanted to take these steps, which I highly recommend you should, your third business is named C, and you also can fairly quickly and easy get another $150,000 just using a core set of lenders that you really like, that we really like. Now, you've got you've got about $500,000 combined in these 3 businesses that you are the owner of that you can control. You can, in this scenario, create an additional business name, we'll call it D, which can be in the paperwork of filing, be the said owner of record of 100% of each of these businesses if you wish a way. This is a bulletproof, solid gold way for you to, under one umbrella, pretty easily get control of $500,000, pardon me, and then use that in any way you want in a single real estate type of deal or transaction. Okay? Now, I know that this goes beyond the scope of what beginners like to think about doing. I know that this sort of overwhelms some people who are just at the beginning phases or just starting out. I don't want to do that. So let's forget that very valuable and important lesson that I just taught you. And let's say you don't bother to create business D or business C or business B. That's still, my friends, with the simplest possible method of this theory and this program, that still leaves you with one business name registered, still leaves you with a substantial amount of money that you can start immediately to utilize and invest in real estate, not in your own personal name, but in the name of that business. So I love that description, that rundown, for you to see the possibilities of how far that can go and it can take you. So 1, the first of the 3 methods for you investing in real estate in a way that the debt stays out of your personal name and the property is not titled to you is registering a business name, going through this process to these basic business credit lenders, and assembling as much cash as you wish, desire, or feel you need to be able to do that real estate. So you, in this first method of doing real estate investing, are going to then have cash and a business name to use. Very valuable, extremely important, because then, depending, of course, on the price range of the property, every region's a little different. The West Coast, California, has completely different. San Francisco Bay Area has completely different price lines and averages than other parts of the country. But follow the theory with me, and don't argue with me about, well, the prices of real estate, the median home price, Tom, in my market is different. I don't care. This theory holds up no matter where you are, if you want to do real estate investing the right way, if you follow through this model. So in this first method, you can now buy property all cash, of course, again, depending on the price range of the homes in your area. I would recommend that you start in a lower price range anyway, rather than starting at the top of the market when you're just a beginner in real estate investing. So in the first method, you can get funding in the name of the business, have access to cash in a business name, and then buy property all cash, and still have plenty of cash left over usually to fix it, to flip it, or even to hold it if that turns out to be your real estate investing model. Again, in the beginning, I would not recommend that you plan on long-term holds of the first couple of properties you get involved in. Usually cash flow is nice, cash flow is king, but you have, in this model you see, you have all of the choices, all the options to do it any way you want, at any price point you want. I don't care what part of the markets you live in, you can begin doing it this way and do it the right way from this formula. Let's get to number 2, the second method. The second way that you can buy real estate in a way that doesn't report the debt or the mortgage in your own personal name is to finance the property through local. This is banks that no one outside of your region would know the name of. Bank of America will not do a mortgage for your real estate investment property in the name of your business. Wells Fargo will not. U.S. Bank will not. Chase will not. These basic business credit lenders that are nationally recognized will not lend to your new business under the name of that business to provide you a mortgage for the property. That is not what we're using them for. We're using them for the simplest and easiest of cash acquisition strategies using this register a business name concept. So these well-known banking institutions will not do what we're talking about doing. We have a second list, a very valuable additional list that is included in the program now. It is a list of regional community lenders for every region that you would only recognize if you lived within that region. They're not household names. They're not well-known names. So you're going to, in the second strategy, you're going to finance property using regional community lenders that are either on our list or, of course, once you get the listing and you get an idea of what we're talking about, you will have the opportunity and you'll get the hang of being able to identify them in your own region, in your own community. You'll say, oh, that's what he's talking about when he talks about a regional community lender. Once you see this list, you'll have the aha. It'll put one and one together. So you can, once you know that this is available at these regional community lenders, you can start using 20% of the cash, however much cash you decide to generate in this first step or stage. You can use 20% of the cash that's gotten in the name of a business as a down payment with a regional community lender that will then do a mortgage. This is normal mortgage stuff. They'll do a mortgage for the remaining 80% of the sale price of the property, right? So this is not a strategy for you to do 100% down, no money down, and the regional lender overwrites the mortgage for the whole 100%. They will never do that. You put no money down, none of your own money in this second strategy because you get the money from a regular established business credit lender in the name of your business. You can then use, you got plenty of money, right? You can then use 20% cash from this method as the down payment on a mortgage that is underwritten by a regional community lender. Why do they do this? Why are they willing to do this and they are not? Because they're what's called portfolio lenders. They hold the mortgage long term so it can generate income for their bank. These large national institutions only want paper they can sell off immediately to the secondary market. Regional community lenders are never interested in selling this mortgage to the secondary market. They want to hold it for the life of the mortgage. They hope that it goes as long as the property, to have an asset in their banking institution that generates some income off of the deposits that the people in that community have put forward. So this is a somewhat old-fashioned banking model. I think it's one of the best, and it is perfect for us who want to utilize this strategy of investing in real estate but doing it the right way without the debt showing up in our personal name. So I hope you follow that very clearly. You get money first from regular business credit lenders. You then have a pile of cash, however much it is, which you can then go and identify good property to put 20% down on and to get the remaining 80% financing, a mortgage, from this list of regional community lenders that we provide in our program. Or you will see what we're talking about. You'll see the kind of lenders that this applies to, and then you'll be able to identify them in your own community, in your own area. And I can tell you with certainty, with 100% certainty, that these regional community lenders, yes, they do exactly what I'm talking about, because I've done it off of this list exactly as I've described to you. I went to Bridgewater Bank, I went to Bremer Bank, I got money and I purchased real estate and I got mortgages from those regional community lenders in Minnesota in the name of the business, not in my own personal name. So I know for a certainty, for absolute stone cold fact, that this works exactly as I'm describing, either with the lenders that are on the regional community lenders list that we provide in our program, or ones that you identify on your own in your own region, your own local community. So absolutely, this works exactly as I'm describing to you. I know because I've done it personally myself as a real estate investor, and it works like a charm. It is absolutely amazing and awesome, and it'll completely transform your investing mindset and philosophy. The beautiful thing about these steps and this strategy is, as I've said over and over again, following through this way, there's no debt that shows up on your personal FICO credit report. So with Experian, with Equifax, with TransUnion, there is no real estate debt that now is appearing under your own personal name that's dragging down your credit score, because the more, obviously, the more debt you have, the more that's going to impact your personal score. So this is wonderful. It's an incredible method for utilizing that. Also, as I said, there is no mortgage showing up under your personal name, and for some investors, that is a wonderful side effect of this, because people usually don't know this, but there's normally a 4-property limit. Okay, once lenders see, as a real estate investor, that you have 4 properties that you're carrying under your personal name, mortgages, titles, deeds, etc., they will cut you off. No matter how good a deal that next deal is, no matter how profitable it's going to be to you, they will say no, no. They have no imagination, no creativity. They will stone cold cut you off after 4 deals if you allow all of this stuff to constantly show under your own personal name and show up in public records. So it's a huge advantage for people that really want to scale, that can see what a great concept this is, that know that real estate is making an incredible surge in profits and comeback. We're at levels that are as profitable or more profitable than they were in the heyday years ago. So this is a amazing time, a wonderful time to jump into the real estate market, or to learn what the steps are to begin to do real estate, and again, doing it the right way, in a way that doesn't impact you and gives you no limits, that doesn't curtail you for some arbitrary reason that the lenders just feel like 4 is enough. 4 is enough. They don't want to see you do more than that. So this will alleviate those kinds of limits, those kinds of roadblocks, those kinds of problems. So using this second strategy, the mortgage is under your business name, not your personal name. Again, very, very valuable. And the final of the third methods here is to invest as a partnership. That obviously means more than just you, with more than one person. Invest as a partnership inside an LLC or a corporation. Doesn't matter whether it's an S Corp, C Corp, and you can raise money. That's what these dollar bills indicate. And you can raise money through new Title III crowdfunding options that are just became available. We are living in the most lucrative, most profitable time in history. Real estate is booming back again. More methods and options are available than ever have been before in the last 75 years for you to do this the right way. Not as mom and pop, Joe investor, onesie twosie, by yourself, doing all the risk of falling upon you, all the debt reporting in your personal name. You can now use these tools and these methods, and you can invest as a partnership inside an LLC or a corporation and raise money through new Title III crowdfunding options. And the great thing is, I know people are always stressed out about how much funding can... If you start getting some, believe me, all the rest you need will follow. So don't ever tell me I can't start unless I have a certain amount. You can always start with whatever amount you get and have success and continue to build. The beautiful thing about Title III is Title III allows you to get up to $1 million a year to do this strategy, and you can work with anyone in the public. It is not limited to accredited investors. This is $1 million from any group of regular average people under this new Title III crowdfunding option. It is absolutely amazing. It is a wonderful time to be alive. It is a perfect time to start learning these techniques of real estate investing or to expand from what you've known in the past. Because believe me, folks, things are changing. They're changing for the better. We can help you in all of these ways. If you have questions, if you want some personalized assistance on any of these steps or strategies, you certainly should call our office during business hours. So use the phone number that was provided to you. Give us a jingle. We're West Coast, so we're open from 8 a.m. Pacific time, which is 11 o'clock on the East Coast. So it's not that we're sleeping in. You're just 3 hours different from us. We start work at 8 o'clock in the morning here on the West Coast Pacific time, which is 11 on East Coast time. So we're 8 to 5 Pacific. We're 11 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. And please do give our staff a call. They can help you with any questions you have about any of what I've described to you here. It is absolutely a blessing and an amazing opportunity that we have to teach people. We've been doing this for over a decade. I've personally invested millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate in my time, and so I know exactly what the steps are and what the pitfalls can possibly be and how you can really change your lifestyle. You can really change your family's fortunes through the proper methods and acquisition of good real estate deals that you flip for fast cash, or later on, once you get accustomed to it, hold some of them for long-term income growth, cash flow, all equity build, all the kinds of incredible things that make wealth, that make a lot of money. So there it is. There are the 3 ways to buy real estate in the name of a business without the debt showing up on your personal name, keeping the mortgage and the title off of public record as you, the owner, making it all about the business for safety so that you're not limited and so that you can participate in this wonderful new Title III crowdfunding opportunity where you can take $1 million more and utilize it for this kind of strategy. So I thank you for your valuable time. I appreciate it, and I hope to talk to you all again very soon. Bye-bye, everybody.